Hi, my name is Irene, and today I want to talk about the book that impressed me the most in 2021 so far, and this is Apples Never Fall by Liane Moriarty. I like this book very much. It's easy 5-star, and I think the best book I've read this year. This is a very new book. It hits the shelves only a week ago, I think. And Liane Moriarty for Big Little Lies, and also My Husband's Secrets, and lots of other novels. She's mystery, murder, thriller writer. This book, I think, is more like psychological thriller. This is a book about Delaney's family. Stan and Joy Delaney are now in their late 60s, early 70s. They have 4 kids, 4 grown-up kids: Amy, Brooke, Logan, and Troy. Delaneys were tennis players their whole life. Stan and Joy are one of the best players in Australia, and they hold a lot of years this tennis school, which was very successful. And there was one star of the school who became one of the most important tennis players in the world, but he left Stan many years ago for another coach. And all 4 children of Delaney all 4 children played tennis, semi-professional to professional, their whole life, but none of them was too successful. So now all of them have different other careers, and none of them do anything with tennis. Stan and Joy sold their school last year, and now they are retired. One day Joy disappeared, and she sent their kids this message: "Going off grid for a little while. I'm dancing daffodils, 21, dog champagne to end Czechoslovakia. Spangle mood, love, mom." It makes no sense to any of them, and they didn't hear from her for the whole week, so they become really worried. And they're even more worried because Stan is not nervous at all. So they begin to suspect what happened with their mom. Does their father made something with her? They did quarrel a lot, so maybe there was something there. And few of the siblings went to the police. And so we go from here. But there is one more timeline. Previous September, a stranger knocked on the Delaney's door. And her name is Savannah. She is a victim from abusive relationships, who flew from her house with bleeding face and all the stuff. And she supposedly randomly chose their house and knocked on the door for shelter. So Stan and Joy took her and took care of her, and she cooked for them, she lived with them for a few weeks. Their kids were not very happy about this, and all this tension: who is Savannah, what does she want, is her story true? The kids begin to investigate and there is also this psychological tension. Why these strangers living with our parents? Why do they love her so much? Why do they pay so much attention to her when there are we, and we also need the attention and all the stuff? Also, all of these people are very good. Like Delaneys are very good people, but sometimes they do very bad choices. And this make these books more intense, because you grew fond of all of the characters. You want good for all of them, but you suspect that one of them may be a murderer, and also maybe another one is covering him, or whatever. What happened to Joy? What happened to Stan? Is Stan a murderer? What will the police find? And also, who is Savannah, and what happened last September? I like this book very much. It's intense, but also it's heartwarming. It's a book about family, and my thoughts about family life, about mother life, about woman life are very close to Liane Moriarty thoughts. So almost every time I just told myself, yes, she's right, I like her thoughts, and this is the kind of the book which I begin to read to my husband from, like, listen to this, I think she's right, and I'll read some passage. And I like this very much. I don't think it's a little bit longer than it maybe need to be, but I wanted to stay with these characters for as long as I can, so I do not mind. And I do think that the ending is very good, very timely for this year. In 2020, I need a book like this. Who will like this book? I think everyone who likes Celeste Inc. And her exploration of the family. This book is very close to Big Little Lies, so if you like that Liane Moriarty book, you will love this, definitely. I do think that Liane Moriarty did something in this book close to what Jonathan Franzen made in The Corrections. Of course, these are very different caliber of the books and of the writers, but I do think that Liane Moriarty did a very good job of dipping inside the psychology of the family, of different people in the family, of the childhood, and how the childhood influenced the whole life after that. Also, this is book, I think, for all parents who want their kids to play any sports, competitive sports, and for kids who did anything competitive, from tennis to football to ballet in their life, because the psychology of this tension, of this wanting to be the best and to prove their parents that you are the best, to prove yourself, and maybe failed, and what happened to you after that. Also, to all parents who wants the best for their kids and who are trying to find the best path for them. What happens if the kids will be not the best in there? What happens if kids will be the best in there? What happens if the kids are not happy with your choice of activities? And all this stuff, it's all here. And again, I think the ending will be I think not all the people will be happy with the ending, but I liked it very, very much. It tracked right up to my alley, and yeah, I think it's wonderful. The things that are lacking in this book. It's a book about wealthy white people. It's supposed to be that way, but you need to know that before starting it, because if you want to read only books with good representation, it's not one of them. There are only wealthy white people in here. I think it was good, nevertheless. But yeah, she could have better representation. But definitely it's the best book I've read this year. It brought me lots of joy, lots of interesting thoughts. There are a lot of quotes I want to write down, and there are characters that I will not forget in some months, I think. I highly, highly recommend this book. It's very new. It just hit the shelf. You need to read it. Okay? This is wonderful, wonderful psychological thriller about functional and dysfunctional family. I liked it very, very much.